Hey guys, welcome to my very first life update video. My name is Mikey, or Misha, hence the channel name, and if you haven't already, I would like to advise you to watch the introduction video to my channel because I do explain what these life updates are going to be about and what to expect from them. But also, I'm probably going to be mentioning stuff or continuing stuff that I've mentioned in that channel and probably stuff that I've left out in these videos. So if you haven't already, I'd advise you to go watch that, and the video is going to probably be linked in the description below. So you'll find it there, or just go on my channel. It'll be the first video you see. So for these life update videos, I don't want to linger too much of what my past life was like, but I'm gonna be sharing this quick story that's gonna be connected and connected to this somewhat series, I guess you would call, and what's gonna lean towards basically. Now, I can't remember exactly when, but sometime at the beginning of this year, a very good friend of mine, not going to name drop any names just in case they don't want to be mentioned, but a good friend of mine once asked me, like, what are my plans or what are my goals I want to achieve this year? And of course, me, with my laziness at the time, I just, like, answered, like, oh, I don't know, maybe get a job at some point, but other than that, nothing much, nothing really. And that was just me being like really I remember it being like really early in the morning, and I was like really tired and didn't really want to talk to anyone. So I guess he did notice me being in that sort of state, and he did want to share this like story slash parable thing, like explaining, I'm not sure word for word, but it was something like life is kind of you drifting in a boat. Like if you just don't do anything, you're just going to be drifting away, not knowing where to go. So you do need to set, like, you do need to have that mindset where you set a goal, and that would be like your compass or your map, and you're just going to try to strive to go there in that direction. And it won't always go your way. You're going to be like dealing with different waves or different adventures you're going to meet on the way, but at least you have that goal you're going to have to strive to, and at least you'll be moving. And that's basically what he said I should do in my life. And it was a good analogy, and he also shared the way he dealt with his situation when he was like in that state. He would take a piece of paper and just start writing down stuff he wanted to do in life, and he would also add like a number to it, indicating like how long he thinks he can like accomplish that within years. So like he'll put like one, like showing that he could probably finish this in like, or learn this in like 1 year, or like in 2 years or 3 years, and so on. And he basically advised me to do the same thing. So I took that advice. I went home and I opened up my desktop, and I basically wrote down a note, the most basic things you could think of, like, oh, I should get my license, I should start learning to drive, I'll probably get a job later in the future, I want the biggest Lego collection, I probably want to finish One Piece by the time I die. So the most basic stuff like that. But the moment I mentioned in my introduction video, when God like touched my heart, I started getting all these different ideas of like, man, I could do this like later in life, or I could do that. I want to learn this. I want to do so much other goals that I had just coming up, and ideas that I don't want to miss out. So I just filled that list up, and I'm still adding stuff to this day. So not only are these life updates going to be me updating my current state in life, but also I want to be sharing these goals and how much closer I am to accomplishing them. Now, there is a lot on this list that I would like to chat about for hours, but because there's so much, I want to basically set a limit to myself to at least talk about one or two goals on my list in each of these life update videos. So the first goal on the list is actually something I put down on the list when I first started it, and it is for me to be able to film and edit videos. And this was at the time I was actually taking the film classes, and this is actually something that I want to talk about a little bit more in this video. So it started around last year, summer, maybe June, July-ish. My grandma saw that the school was starting its very own film class for the year. Now, I've been homeschooled basically my whole entire life, and my brother and a couple other friends actually went to this school, and so it wasn't something that was like very sketchy or skeptical, and it was also very Christian based, if that's how you want to phrase it. So at the time, I was really nervous and hesitant to do it, but I guess I was in a good mood that day. I told my grandma, why not? So I decided to take it. The classes were like once a week, like every Thursday, so it wasn't that bad. So on the first day, I remember getting there very early. The teacher wasn't even there, but it was also kind of difficult because it was like right after another class. We had to go in that classroom. He had to set everything up. So that was the thing we basically got used of. And also, there was only three of us in the class. It was me and another friend that I knew that also went to that school, and also another classmate. It was just the three of us, and it was funny because we were all kind of like very introverted. So most of the time in class, we would all be quiet, or like we wouldn't have any questions to ask. And the teacher was very nice and cool about it. And so we did learn on the first day a lot about the history of like film and like cameras and whatnot. So the class was labeled like learning film with God's word and whatnot. So you'll learn the Bible as we go, with also learning how like to film and edit. So on the first day, we did learn a lot about like how the cameras work or the history of like film and all of that. But as the weeks go on, it was mostly just us kind of watching movies and documentaries, and us just had to write a paper like every week and like bring the paper in so he could review our thoughts and process of like how we saw the movie, or like what could be done better, or what was good about it, the good and bad and whatnot. And like every month or so, we would learn like a little bit like about lighting, about angles and whatnot. But most of the time, it was just that repetitive process. And a lot of times, like if like one of us got sick, or like two of us got sick, like it wasn't really worth like having a whole class for one person. So we had to cancel class, and so a lot of stuff was also very back down and like delayed, and so we had to like fit all that in together. And it was going sort of in that pace. And I remember after first semester, the one of our classmates decided to just leave, because I guess she wasn't really that interested or didn't expect basically this film class to go that way. So me and my friend decided to take the rest of this class to like the summer, and I actually learned not only just a like little bit of filming techniques and editing and whatnot, but I learned like a lot when we got to like study the Bible a little bit more, or like writing papers and whatnot. I think I got better in that way than like actual filming, but I did learn also a lot of techniques that will help me with video editing. So you could say it was more of like a kind of a Bible study thing, because we did talk a lot about the history, because we watched a lot of documentaries and whatnot than actual like film things. But I did learn a lot from it, and it wasn't at all what I expected at first. But it did show me and like change my mindset and the way I think of and like see the world and how corrupted and manipulated it is, and did lead me wanting to pray more. So with everything I've learned, it wasn't a bad experience at all. I've definitely improved my filming and editing skills by the end of the class, and I'm just glad that I actually took that risk. And with the video I put out on the other channel that I really liked how it turned out, and with how much effort I put into it, and that everyone I showed really liked it, I just officially checked off the list that I am a video filmer and editor. Now, I know I'm not the best at it, but me checking it off the list just means that I can actually do it. Not meaning that, oh, I finished that goal, now I can just move on to the next one, but meaning that I know the basics of making a video now, and I can continue making them just because I enjoy it, and also because I can use that to God's will, however He wants me to use it. And of course, there will always be room to improve, to learn more in the video making space wherever I go. So I do want to thank my teacher for this amazing opportunity, for teaching me everything that I've learned from that class. And I just recently found out that he started his second year of film class, and he has a bunch more students now, so I'm really happy for him for that. And I'd also like to thank my classmates. Even though one of them didn't stick around, at least they tried, which is a good thing, because it's something we should all be doing, because not everything we think we want to do is something that we'll be enjoying. And I'm glad that one student was honest and decided to pursue like other goals and try other things and skills to achieve in life. So I want to thank everyone once again for this small journey that I did had during this film class. My teacher, my classmates, my grandma who took the time to drive me to class there and back. My sister who helped me with the final project that we had, which was very fun, and is a whole nother story to talk about and for another day. So with one goal checked off the list, I was going to originally talk about another one in this video, but I think I've been rambling long enough. I don't know actually how long it was because I'm going to still have to edit this video, but I think I'll save the other one for next video. Hopefully I will be posting these once a week, maybe every 2 weeks or in a month, or I'm not sure how long. Hopefully I do edit this one quick enough, but I do want to thank everyone who set aside some time to listen to me talking. It really does mean a lot to me. So with all that said, I hope you guys do have a great day, a great night, and just remember to trust in God always. And I'll see you guys in the next one.